Hello there, I'm Charlie, aka Ronan Logan X, and this is Ronan Logan X Reviews. In this video, I'm taking a look at the Target exclusive Star Wars The Black Series Imperial Officer, Ferrix Edition. Now, before we begin, I just wanted to say that I'm not a massive army builder collector. However, I do like to have a bit of an army on hand, especially for toy photography purposes, and I really dig this all black variant on the Imperial Officer design. So when I saw this guy in store, I just had to pick him up. So with that said, let's check him out. Starting with accessories, this figure is fairly light on the extras, only coming with a helmet, a pair of goggles, and a blaster rifle, which is not altogether a disappointing assembly of accessories. I just would have liked maybe something just a little more like a sidearm or something, but other than that, this is fairly adequate for the character, I think. And I do appreciate that the helmet and the goggles are two separate pieces, as I feel like they very easily could have just baked those two items together into one accessory and called it a day. So I have to give them points for that. Moving on to articulation, this figure comes with all of the articulation I've come to expect out of a Star Wars The Black Series figure, so no real complaints there. To elaborate just a little bit further, they don't really break any new ground, but at the same time, I feel like the figure isn't really losing any articulation and isn't really stifled, at least for the most part, with the one small exception being the skirt of his uniform, but that's about it. So to sum all of that up, I think this is a decently articulated figure for the Black Series line. Now at this point, I would normally take a look at the likeness featured on the figure. However, I don't know if this is actually supposed to be a specific likeness or if it's just some generic face that they used for the figure. In either case, I've got to say I'm really digging the look of this head sculpt. It definitely feels like they've based it off of some real-life human being, which is always a plus for me. And I think the expression they use perfectly captures the superior smugness that you would expect out of an Imperial officer. So with all of that said, I would have to give this figure a high recommendation. Whether you're picking him up just for your collection, or if you're a toy photographer and need some sort of officer to lead your stormtroopers, or if you're an army builder, you can't go wrong with this figure. He looks awesome, and he also adds to the variety of looks for officers within the Imperial Army. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is a Target exclusive. However, at the moment, their stock for this figure seems to be plentiful. I mean, my local Target had at least 8 or 9 left when I picked up my copy. That said, he's currently retailing at $26.49. And even though it's only $1 and some change extra, I could understand why some people might want to hold off until he drops in price some, as that does seem a little high for such a basic figure. But that's just my opinion. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have found it helpful and informative in any decisions you might have regarding the purchase of this figure. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, and ring that bell icon if you would like to be notified about any of my future videos. Also, if you might be interested in anything else of mine, you can find me on Instagram at RonaldLoganX, where I post toy photography pictures as well as puppy pictures of my pup Ripley. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.